the top. How to succeed in House Telvanni when trust is rare and
I think we've listened to that song. Stuck. Stuck. Okay, not stuck anymore.
Ah, welcome. You returned at just the right moment. I assume you brought the ingredients?
We did.
Ah, excellent. Yes, I see you found the remaining ingredients. Knew you could do it. Knew you could. Give them to me, if you please. Everything else is prepared.
There you go.
Well done. Yes, just needs a bit of finessing. Brilliant. Should be all ready now to give to Oathman Lero. May I ask one more favor? Could you give it to him in my stead?
No, look to the right.
Last I saw him, he was meeting with Spellwright Varsva.
What will you be doing in the meantime?
Oh, you know the usual. Cleaning this, tossing that. Busy, busy. I need to avoid the mushrooms. Yes, that's it, the mushrooms. All those spores in that area are murder on the sinuses.
Right. So what is it you do for Oathman Laurel exactly?
To be honest, I tried to keep a good distance from Oathman Lero. I do some apothecary work for him and gather any ingredients he needs for his own work, but best not to get underfoot. He's a yeller, you know.
You talk to him about how he treats you?
The Vec, never! I could never. He would strike me dead for speaking out of turn, with spells and such. I mostly keep my head down and stay out of his way whenever possible. That's why you should deliver the tincture, not me.
Oh, I'm delivering poison, aren't I?
You. Yes, the one who talked to Balva. Follow me. Saw you talking with Retainer Balva. He's up to something. Perhaps old Edril can help you find out, eh? For the proper price.
Who are you?
Edril Athrin. I serve Retainer Balva. But that's not important. Like I said, Balva is up to something. Stinks. Maybe some coin will help me remember what it was.
Oh, sure. Here's a few coins to jog your memory.
Yes. Coins jog the memory a bit. I remember seeing Balva's journal. He keeps it in the basement of the Retainer's billet. Read it, and I'm sure you'll find out what he's really up to.
A hireling's tale, a servant's tale. There's nothing but weak, indolent fools who play at being mages. That oaf Helgrod, a hireling who should by all accounts be swiftly expelled from his position to give room to those who rightly deserve a position. How he even got the position under Spellwright Varsva is a mystery that Sill himself could not unravel. Sniveling Bulver, always whining, a cretinous... Sniveling Bulver, always whining, a cretinous... Yes. Sniveling Bulver, always whining, retainer who thinks the scheming goes unnoticed, but not by my watchful eyes. Not when his back is turned and he thinks he's safe. No, I observe his every movement and know of his plots. Worst of all, he reeks of some pungent stink. Then there's Oathman Laurel, a churlish upstart who will sooner than later fall. He may hold rank for a short time, but sooner rather than later he will err, and I will capitalize on his hubris. Spellwrights Varsva and Morin will see that I am worthy than all those before these imbeciles, and that even though my ability to weave magic may leave something to be desired, I'm still a servant whose ambitions surpass even the highest of magisters. I alone can maneuver the ranks, and I find openings where they are left open for me, and create my opportunities where at first they may have appeared invisible to those untrained. The magisters will soon see the talent they've overlooked, and what a sharp mind and deft hand can bring for them. If only I could get my opening. in a restricted area. Guy.
This is pleasant. Now we just need to brew up some tea.
Shut up. We were trying to be sneaky, sir. Sneaking. What's up? You want to fart while we're here? I mean, might as well. Can't tell where that guy. You have one really long belch for me? Ravalox is the worst excuse for an Oathman I've ever encountered. He's abusive, frightening, and arrogant, even by the Telvanni standards. Last week he chewed me out in front of Spellwright Varvsa, and I had to stand there, head down and meek as he heaped abuse upon me. Then he struck me across the back of the head. Struck me! I was in tears. Everyone knows he was a bully and an arse. He blames his headaches for his frequent rages. Well, I gave him a tincture to cure his headaches. But we're gonna have to... Okay, took me a minute to find this. I was gonna read it to you guys, and then I decided to hide because that guy was circling around. Alright. Ravalox is the worst excuse for an Oathman I've ever encountered. He is abusive, frightening, and arrogant, even by Telvanni standards. Last week he chewed me out in front of Spellwright Varvsa, and I had to stand there, head down and meek as he heaped abuse upon me. And then he struck me across the back of the head. Struck me. I was in tears. Everyone knows he is a bully and an arse. He blames his headaches for his frequent wages. Well, I'll give him a tincture to cure his headaches once and for all. Most of the ingredients are common, but some are more esoteric. A unique breed of stinkhorn, a gland from a particular bull netch, and fungus that grows on the back of a shroom beetle from a certain locality. Up the potency and no more laurel. As a bonus, there will be a vacancy for his position. One flaw in the plan is that I cannot give him the tincture myself. No, he scares me, and the moment he sets eyes on me, I will go to pieces. No, I need a minion, an unassuming dupe that I can rely on to administer the poison that will cure his headaches once and for all, and to the benefit of all of House Telvanni. Alright.
Give Laro the tincture, and all will be well. Just a quick jaunt. He's nearby. Honestly, I envy you. A brisk daily walk is excellent for the humors.
I found your journal. I know you're trying to poison him.
No, I would never. Well, yes, I would. But please, just give him the poison. I mean the tincture. I'll take blame if you get caught. Just deliver it to him. He's truly awful. Bullying, boorish, with bad taste in clothes. Need I go on?
So you're going to kill him?
This is the Telvanni Peninsula. What other options do I have? If I just make him sick, he'll blame me for it. If I do nothing, I'll just continue to be bullied. Please, take the tincture, but just don't tell him. That's all I ask.
All right. You know what? I'll give it to him.
The trouble between Necrom and Apocrypha seems to have resolved satisfactorily. Do you think I can finally have my tome now?
Of course, Spellwright. I do as I am bid. Might I hazard to ask, why was this particular tome so important?
I require it for my studies. I plan to petition the Telvanni Council to finally award me the rank of Master, and I want to be prepared.
Walking up the stairs is so hard for this girl. Oh yeah, this is the one that's mean to their servants, isn't it? I remember.
Oh, stop complaining, Lero. Your headaches are no excuse for poor results. You are of House Telvanni. Find a remedy and press on.
Ah, my head. Balver is sending some minion to deliver my tincture. About time. Lazy fool couldn't even deliver it himself. Do you need something? I don't have time to waste with someone below my station. I've important House Telvanni affairs to see to, and my head is aching.
Well, here's your tincture. Enjoy.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Balver Bemis sent word that he had made a tincture for me. Glad you managed not to get lost. Damn these headaches. Makes it hard to concentrate and deal with my indolent and incompetent retainers.
Okay, goodbye. Num-nums. Drink down. Yummy. Oh, well, that's bad. That's unfortunate. Oh, I thought she was just gonna walk away.
Careless fool! Didn't even take a whiff before guzzling down a vial from a stranger. Well, I suppose his seat is empty now. I wonder who will claim it.
It worked? It worked! Is he... Oh, he is quite dead. Good. I did it! I mean, we did it. Thank you so much. It feels as though a great weight has been lifted from my chest.
Well, looks like your poison worked.
I can't thank you enough for playing your part. You did wonderfully, and I am freed from my terrible predicament now. I don't know how to repay you. Or, wait, I do. Here's the coin I promised.
Well, we need a replacement. By the power granted me by House Telvanni, I bestow upon you, Balver Bemis, the rank of Oathman. Now be gone before someone poisons you.
Oathman! Well, if you say so, Spellwright, I promise to bring pride and glory to House Telvanni.
It appears that Balver is more clever than he lets on. But know that with any slip-up, Balver may suffer the same fate as his late master.
Does this sort of thing happen often?
Poison? Of course. There are attempts to climb up the ranks all the time. Some fail, some succeed. The price for failure is steep. Had Balver Bemis failed in his attempt, he wouldn't be so merry.
Alright, we're done with that. Next up is... We'll go check on that boss really quick. And we got this one up here. I think that pretty much wraps me up here. I think.
fine cohort. Quality material makes for quality goods.
All right. Here we are.
Brigands, scoundrels, fleshy constructs.
What is that?
Yes, you must help me. Kemel's sacred site of the tribunal is under attack. The secret underground laboratory of Sothasil himself has been invaded. Overrun.
Slow down. What's going on exactly?
Kemel's, where the magician himself studied among the dwarves, is under attack. The Painted Eye found Kemel's despite all our secrecy. I left Nelfas Drathan to defend Sothasil's laboratory, since he's a clockwork apostle.
Who are the Painted Eye?
Mercenaries who steal magic.
Oh, I don't know what I meant to do.
Mercenaries who steal magical items. Kemel's holds dwarven technology and the magician's experiments. It's a banquet for their vile appetites. Please, talk to Nilfas Drathan and remove the Painted Eye from Kemel's. The tribunal will reward you.
I'll see what I can do about the Painted Eye.
You'll find the entrance to Kemel's here. It may be difficult to spot, but the elevator should take you straight into the magician's laboratory. Nilfas Drathan will be there somewhere. Find him and rid the holy site of the Painted Eye.
Who is Nilfas Drathan?
One of Sothasil's clockwork apostles. He's a little arrogant, but I think our time together has endeared me to him in his own way. He stopped looking down on me and instead began talking to me through notes and letters. Still, he's an odd one.
Odd how?
I don't want to say anything out of turn. I'm sure he has his reasons as well. But the things Nilfas says seem overzealous, even for an apostle.
Tell me more about the Painted Eye.
A violent group. They take what they want and do what they want with what they take. I don't know why they stormed Kemelzi or even how they found out about it. But they started looting the outer laboratory as soon as they broke through the door.
What do they want in Kemelzi?
I'm not sure. I don't even think they knew. Usually organized violence has someone there to oversee it, right? When I fled the underground, I didn't notice anyone who was in charge. Seems strange to me.
You left Nilfas alone to deal with the Painted Eye?
He's not alone. Kemelzi is filled with dwarven machines, fabricants, and there's even a factotum who oversees all the security measures. Between the dwarven constructs and Sothasil's own mechanical creations, the Painted Eye should slow down.
Fabricants? Factotums?
Oh, yes, of course. Fabricants are being created by Sothasil of both metal and flesh. They're works of genius who populate the Clockwork City. Factotums are entirely mechanical and resemble large suits of armor. They talk, too.
Tell me more about Camizilla.
Back in the First Era, before the Tribunal ascended to godliness, King Nerevar brokered an alliance with the dwarves. Dumark Dwarf King gifted Sothasil a wing of Kemelzi as a sign of that alliance.
Does he still use it?
Oh, no, he's much too busy. Now, most of Kemelzi belongs to the remaining dwarven machines. Nilfas and I care for Sothasil's wing. Nilfas oversees Sothasil's experiments, and I keep thieves and miscreants from the doors. Oh, this is my fault.
What did Sothasil study in his wing?
Magics that are far beyond the scope of my understanding. Sometimes the Telvanni masters try and access the wing to see what Sothasil studied, but we have defensive measures in place to keep them from seeing too much of his research.
This was an update about around the time I had left or quit, or took my very, very long break, depending on how you want to look at it. And I actually enjoyed it. I had fun.
Time for tea, then.
The friendlier we've gotten with him, the more hilarious he gets. I mean, that was cool and all. I was impressed with that, my guy, but you're still dead. I was interrupting his break time. Nothing this way. Going this way.
We have an accord.
I know, right? They keep doing that superhero jump landing thing and they still die, right? Like, it's still pretty funny, huh, Xander? Why are you looking that way? What be looking the other way where I'm coming? Keeping guard. Got to mine back there, but yeah, back there and check it out. Secrets, secrets, secrets. Oh, secrets. Right, ready for an adventure? Chicky Poo saw me murder her people and she was all calm, just walking with her hands behind her back. Oh, you too. Couldn't care less, huh? That was killing your buddies. I get it.
Poor factotum. A few missing components and you cease to function. A creature of flesh, but without the sign of the painted. Come here. I assume that fool Thorin sent you. Well, your presence isn't required. I am a clockwork apostle, and I have the situation here well in hand. If you'd be so kind as to vacate the premises, you can reassure Thorin that he has no need to worry.
You've dealt with the painted eye already?
Currently dealing with... I'm activating the dwarven constructs. They're highly effective at frightening off any hostiles who come here. Really, this is standard procedure. I'm not even sure what that dithering fool was worried about.
Why would they make all this effort and then get scared away?
Have you faced animunculi? Whatever the painted eye are after, I doubt it's valuable enough to drive them to such bravery. Not when murderous dwarven machines spring from every wall.
You mean you don't know why the painted eye is here?
How could you possibly think I'd know something like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have sacred items to collect. Best not let any painted eye stragglers find Lord Set's world-altering projects.
Alright.
Give my regards to Thorin.
Alright, if you're sure you can take care of it.
I'm locking this door behind me. You can see yourself out.
Alert. Disruption. Danger. Repair construct. Stop the betrayer.
What?
Analyzing. Subject unknown. Threat detection unknown. Begin friendly introduction. Greetings. I am Proteus. Camel Z security oversight. Error. Diagnostic check. Error. Error.
Deception, danger, what's going on here?
Teaming. Burnt fields. Rust. Apostle Nilfar Straithen override. Doors. Unlocked. Painted eye hostiles. Outer laboratory. Compromised. Error. Dreaming. Incomplete. Diagnostic test. Failed. Totus model. Critical components missing.
Nilfis Drethen let the painted eye in?
Conclusion. Affirmative. Imperative. Stop Apostle Nilfar Straithen. Protus security oversight. Error. Protus assistance. Repair required. Critical components missing.
Where can I find your missing components?
Scanning for components. Recipient's cortex. West wing. Cognition cluster. West wing. Self-repair protocols. Accessible. Components required.
Alright. I don't think this is where I want to be.
In desperation, all things consume one another. Is this a sign of imperfection? Or is this the fundamental truth of creations? Is it separate from the morality of the mortal world?
I don't think else to talk to.
Scanning component location. Components nearby. Insert into Comar shelf.
Right, I'm just gonna give these to you.
Recipient's cortex. Functional. Cognitive cluster. Restored. Corporeal system repair. Complete. Hello. I am Proteus. Kemal Z Security Oversight Construct. I ensure that the inner laboratory is not disturbed until the creator, Lord Set, returns.
You're fixed now?
My form is fully functional, but my memory and connection to the systems here remain fractured. Nilfas Strathen removed the mnemonic fragments which facilitated that connection. We will need to install new ones.
What are mnemonic fragments?
Another of Lord Set's early projects. Later he stored his memories in the stars. But in Kemal Z he was more grounded. They can connect information to the inner workings of the laboratory. Importantly, they are compatible with my form.
If they are mnemonic fragments, you'll be able to reconnect to the laboratory?
Affirmative. These are the locations of the major mnemonic fragments. Find them, and my systems will be fully restored.
Okie dokie. Oh, she's coming with. Okay. Old man noises.
I know differently if I find myself hesitating. And my actions worries my actions weaken yet. precision footpads will dent and crumble. But in this moment, and only this moment, you are perfection itself.
Self-repair was the only way the Creator could circumvent inevitable deterioration. Mnemonic fragments housed. Mnemonic fragments.
Time wears you down to nothing. You break, stagnate. How do I keep you functioning?
The Creator left before I could learn the answer to his question.
Seems like we have a friend that we're following behind, or little moments, I guess, in MMOs. That's kind of fun.
I've studied countless specimens. None are without flaws, yet all achieve a sort of beauty. Is that it? In order to create a form this pure, must I master the art of irregularities?
It took the Creator a long time to differentiate mandatory flaws from those he could improve upon.
A weird little thing. Alright, here we go.
Return to the antechamber. I will meet you there, so we can gain entrance to the inner laboratory.
Others believe in chaos. Their choices give them agency. I know differently, and yet I find myself hesitating. Am I actually following my actions lead?
have an accord.
Laboratory security and oversight protocols restored. Locating Apostle Nilfar Strathen. Dreaming. Damp cough. Polished key. Apostle Nilfar Strathen and several unregistered guests approach the Clockwork Probabilis.
What is the Clockwork Probabilis?
Intrinsic forces govern events on Nan. Some are constant, like the force which compels objects to fall to the ground, while others defy prediction and categorization. The Probabilis allows for willful manipulation of such forces.
The Probabilis controls these rules?
It is a prototype, a precursor to Lord Set's great work, the Throne Align. If Apostle Nilfar Strathen activates the Probabilis, Nern will suffer destabilization. Loss of life will far exceed acceptable thresholds. Safeguards breached.
What's wrong?
The Painted Eye breached the door to the inner laboratory. They are close to the Clockwork Probabilis, and Apostle Nilfar Strathen is with them. I will use the security measures to hinder them, but we must protect the Probabilis.
Where's the Clockwork Probabilis?
Through the door Apostle Nilfar Strathen used when we first met. It will open for you now.
Okay.
After analyzing the situation, I conclude that it is dire. We must protect Lord Set's work from falling into unauthorized hands. Please, reach the Clockwork Probabilis before the Painted Eye or Apostle Nilfar Strathen.
What does Nilfar Strathen want with the Clockwork Probabilis?
Dreaming. Sunrise. Niches suspended in air. Insufficient knowledge. Apostle Nilfar Strathen's motivations are hidden, never shared. Perhaps the recorded journals he kept will shed more light on this line of inquiry.
What could he or the Painted Eye do with the Clockwork Probabilis if they had it?
The Clockwork Probabilis simulates control over formative rules of existence. It is a prototype, unfinished. Still, manipulating it will produce effects, and improving it beyond the bounds of Lord Set's work, that could have untold consequences. Security oversight protocols becoming available. Searching for Apostle Nilfar Strathen. Dreaming. Soft rose.
Protus, you're active?
Halt, Apostle. You won't reach the Probabilis.
I will activate the Probabilis. It's what Seth wanted.
Your hypothesis is incorrect. This will only result in catastrophic failure.
Intellectually stimulating.
You're too late. The Clockwork Probabilis is mine to control.
We must stop him before his actions cause irreparable damage.
We... Is there anything over there? Or is it empty? I don't know. We haven't said any words to each other, so I'm not sure.
We arrived too late. Apostle Nilfos Drayton activated the probabilis. Stop him before it makes a lasting change.
Hi, Mr. Bossman.
The probabilis is active. You think you can stop me now? The likes of you won't stop me. Notice your intellect.
Oh, good. We're fighting guys with no heads. That's fine.
Not a young man. Probabilis. Stop this attack! Why won't you let me fix it? Couldn't you? I wasn't going to.
This is pretty cool. Look at the sunken ship. Alright.
Hidden directive activated. Dreaming.
It works. I knew it would, but combining mnemonic fragments in this way is complicated. Hello, mortal. I am a memory gestalt facsimile, so the seal in all but flesh. I see Nilfos Drayton's bid for control over the probabilis is over. Good. He lacked the capacity to understand it.
You knew he was going to do this?
Even as a mnemonic fabrication, I know that many will take issue with my work. Nilfos Drayton tried to reconcile his beliefs with reality, and his answers fell short. He left to false conclusions, as he was always going to.
Why didn't you stop him?
I could not. Just as he could not stop himself from committing this act. Cause and effect are matters of fact. Now that the Drayton event is concluded, Protus will receive new safeguard directives. When we are through, speak to Protus.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. I cannot promise you satisfaction, only that I will answer as truthfully as I'm able.
Why is the clockwork probabilis still functional?
The progression of time is linear. It expands in both directions at a fixed rate. Nilfos Drayton activated the probabilis. Therefore, it must be functional so that it could be activated. Do you think leaving it the way I did was irresponsible?
I guess you did what you had to.
A platitude, but still you are correct. I followed my only course of action.
Why study all these different... I think that's a stupid question.
My laboratories here in Kemelz were the beginning of a much larger project. I knew where my experiments in tinkering would lead. But without starting here, those goals would never be achieved. Because I knew my success, I also knew my course.
If you knew where this was going, why did you need to tinker?
I could offer you a convincing lie, but I did promise the truth. Knowing and understanding are entirely different. I knew what I needed to create down to every gear and wire. But still, I did not understand a single piece.
So you were experimented. So you experimented in order to understand.
Precisely. I suppose you could say that I worked backwards, and in doing so found more answers than I thought I had questions.
I feel like this is going to be another stupid question, but you were saying you're a mnemonic fabrication. You're not Sithicil. Clearly a Sithicil.
Mnemonic fragments store memories. I sought to use the memories to create an artificial animus. Alas, all I was able to achieve was the appearance of a fully developed soul. I am a convincing lie. Artificial, perhaps more than Protus.
We're not done.
Hello, mortal. I am a memory gestor, even as I could not.
Alright. Let's talk to Prothus.
Your work here is complete. I thank you for your service. If you would not mind returning to Thorin Armus, please tell him that his presence is no longer needed in Kemmel Z.
Thorin won't be able to come back here.
He is mortal. Mortals can be swayed to endanger the security of Kemmel Z. I'm sure Thorin Armus will quickly be assigned to another sacred site. Do not fear for Thorin Armus. I will maintain this laboratory on my own. It is my duty.
What about the painted eye?
Without Nilthus Drathan to guide them, the painted eye's presence here will dwindle until the halls are quiet once more. I will work with the security systems in order to drive the painted eye out.
How long will that take?
I cannot say. It may only take a few hours, or it could take a season. It depends on how stubborn they are. But after they are gone, I will begin the locking sequence. Like my creator before me, I will shun the world of mortals.
You're going to lock the doors?
Not me. The creator, Sothasiel, did. My directives must be detailed and precise, as I oversee many systems here in Kemmel Z. I have one last directive to fulfill before beginning my new duties. Here, this is payment for the services you rendered.
Is pretty cool, though. Alright. Get out of here.
Thank the tribunal you've returned. What in the name of the three happened? There was a great rumbling and a burst of some sort of lightning. I feared the worst.
Well, a lot happened.
Is it safe to go back? What happened?
Nilthus invited the painted eye. I defeated him, but Produce is going to be the only caretaker now.
What? A clockwork apostle wouldn't do that. But you did say you knew Protus. And if you met Protus, then I don't have any other choice. Wait, what do you mean Protus will be the only caretaker?
Sothasiel gave Protus new directives. There was one of them. That was one of them.
You spoke to the Magus. One of the three knows about this? He might know who I am. Well, if Sothasiel is behind all of this, then maybe there's a different plan for me. Some other temple that needs attention.
You're gonna go find.
Must be it.
You're gonna go find another temple?
There are temples all over Tamriel. I'll travel to the nearest one and go from there. Maybe I'll be assigned somewhere new. I haven't been outside Morrowind yet.
Goodbye. Alright, we're done there. We made a cool new friend. Dwarven Centurion over there.
We can use this.
Okay, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do next. We have the companionship quest with him to, or companion quest to finish up with him. I could go do that and wrap that up. Or continue on that. Or else I have the chronological order of what to do to finish out that quest, or to continue on with that story. And like I said, I am going to try to do this in chronological order as it was released, following this lovely guide that I found. I feel like I should probably do the companion quest. The other thing is there is another companion here at Necrom that I can gain. It looks like he's an assassin. There's that. I'm undecided. I don't know which way. I guess I will think about it. But I'll leave you guys here. Thank you so much for keeping me company. This was fun. I liked it.